Hey guys, Thinking Out Loud, back with another video. Real quick, I have a couple of channel things to talk about. If you boys just want me to get to the point, skip to this timestamp here on the screen because I know a lot of you may not care. Anyways, let me adjust the elephant in the room real quick. We lost the old world. I made one of those YouTube community posts. I doubt anyone really looks at those, honestly. I know I never have. But my old laptop got finally grenaded itself. It had the file with the world on it. File's gone. So I'm here in Minecraft Beta 1.7.3, and in this episode I'm going to be building a throwback to my first video ever. And I know that's a little unoriginal, and some people may not like that, but that world was special to me, and I think it signified our community. So I really want to bring that old temple that I had for my chest room into this world, so that we can have a little bit of the old world and the new world. If you guys are all right with that. I know you're not really getting your say. I'm just gonna do it anyway, but it is what it is. Anyways, I know the other thing is I know my most recent video did not do well at all. I know I made a clickbait title, clickbait thumbnail. I'm really sorry because I realize you guys didn't appreciate that. That's not my audience. That's not who I am. But I feel like that message was inherently mine, and it was a really good video. So if you haven't seen it, I know it's a bit of a flop. It has like 50 views right now, which is awful for me. But check it out because it's really good. And a lot of it is probably going to end up having to do with what we're talking about here. And speaking of what we're talking about here, I spent a lot of that video talking up my boys. So I got one of them on the video today. I'm going to be sitting here chilling. We're just kind of having a normal conversation. We have a couple of things that we wanted to talk about, but this is going to be completely just natural, no plan. We'll try to get through our talking points that we wanted to, but if we don't, we don't. And hopefully it's going to be really entertaining for you guys either way. So without further ado, enjoy. All right, I'm here today with.
My name's Oliver. Nice to meet you guys. Been watching the videos for a little bit.
Yeah, he's my original fan pretty much. We don't have a mic, so we're just recording bare into the laptop, which might suck, but hopefully you guys enjoy anyway. Oliver, what do we want to talk about today?
All right, we have 5 bulletin points to talk about today.
We're going to talk about a lot more than five, guys.
Our first one is Deadpool Maxon. PJ, how about you start us off with that?
So we were talking about this the other day. We were talking about why movies have kind of sucked. And we were talking about all kinds of reasons, right? And this goes into another one of ours, like why music kind of sucks now and why people are watching old movies and listening to old music instead of listening to the slop that's coming out now. And we think it all kind of changed around the movie Deadpool. Now, as a disclaimer, he's watched this movie. I've only seen parts of it, but the whole like anti-hero persona we're saying just doesn't get pulled off like they think it does. Like you know what I'm saying? Like what?
Yeah, the whole issue with the Deadpool persona is that Deadpool did it so perfectly that other movies have been trying to replicate it, which just does not follow the normal order of movies nowadays.
Which is your take, which I can understand if you guys like. I mean, I can't hate on anybody for liking any specific movie. I personally don't like any anti-heroes at all. I kind of prefer movies that are more like down the middle where there's clear good guys and clear bad guys. And I understand that people like the character arc of Deadpool be turning from a bad guy into a better guy, which is cool. But I just think that movies should be able to like be more applicable to like good and evil in the real world. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, it's kind of like the newest movie that you guys probably seen. It's called Marty Supreme, where it basically follows a ping pong person, which is basically Deadpool. It acts the same way, does horrible things, and then he goes from a bad person to a slightly better person.
Well, this has been pulled off before in old movies, by the way. Like, I'm not hating on having these people as side characters. Like, in the original Star Wars, is like a Han Solo.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, but and I understand that maybe it is relatable to a lot of the world to see people bettering themselves, but the heroes do that too. Like in Star Wars, we'll use the example again. Luke Skywalker goes from an oblivious kid who's morally good but not talented in any sort of way, in any practical way that is. Um, and he becomes the hero through character development, which is awesome. And he has negative emotions, like he has that whole emotion about killing his father, that whole thing. And that was a great character. Like that's a well done character. So I just don't think it's necessary. Like I don't understand why everything has to try to replicate what came before it, like Deadpool. I don't know.
Yeah, which I think why people have started changing over to the anti-hero. Things like Rick and Morty is one of the better shows that involves an anti-hero and a hero. Which you have Morty as the good guy, and then Rick as a anti-hero. So that it goes from bad to good.
Sorry, we got interrupted real quick by my dad. That I know it goes against our usual cuts, but we were talking about Rick and Morty, bad to good.
Oh yeah, we're still talking about how bad to good. So the reason why that show works so well is because it still keeps the normal good guy does good things and usually wins in the end, but it also spices it up with a side character that's practically another main character, which is anti-hero, which is what we think how anti-heroes should be used. Because the anti-hero is technically how stories have been written for decades, is not ever supposed to be the main story.
Well, the other thing that's so interesting about Rick and Morty is that it's episodic, so it's in a television show, which is a lot different than a movie format. So I don't know, is that better or worse to have an anti-hero in? Like, I don't have an opinion because they're so much shorter, obviously, and tell so much less story than a whole entire movie would. So how does that affect the whole outcome? You know, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like movies and TV shows definitely run a different format because you get more time technically in TV shows instead of 2 hour 30 minute cut usually nowadays for movies, or even less.
No, it's not. That's true. Unless you want to make a trilogy, like it's hard to make Lord of the Rings type movies where you have 4 well-paced hours. Like that just doesn't happen anymore. And that's the other thing. So this goes straight into another reason what we were talking. We were talking about old music because we've kind of been on musical gold recently. I mean, I don't know if you guys, what your guys' music taste is, and I listen to a lot of different music, all things from hip hop to country to hard rock to soft rock, like. But we've kind of found some musical gold recently. We found some nice like funky fun music. Like last night we were listening to some Sublime, some Rage Against the Machine. Just some good music while we were hanging out last night, and we realized, dude, music is kind of written like a chill guy now. Like now it seems like music is trying to not piss people off. Like if you look at a single genre, like I'll look at heavy metal because that's the genre I know the most about. In the early 90s, you had bands like Megadeth and Pantera making music about society. Like they were making music about war and overall wrongdoing in society, the government. And then the most popular rock bands later, like that was rebellious, right? It was rebellious to like go to parties, talk about war, the government, and then it became rebellious to kind of hate yourself. And you got into bands like Nirvana, Slipknot, Converge, who started to talk about more internal struggles than external struggles, and people started to bottle themselves up. And you can see like this might, I feel like this goes along with the loneliness epidemic that everybody's talking about, and I don't want to talk about it because everybody knows it's like a fact at this point. People are lonelier now than ever. So I feel like that's why we started making like emo music like that, is because people are just lonely, or you don't even experience external struggles. Like, when's the last time, you guys have seriously seen like real bullying in real life? Like, it's been a long time for me, it's been, or like a real, like people just getting down on the street, like just yelling at each other. Like, it just doesn't happen anymore. I feel like everybody's bottled up in their own world, which is worse in my opinion. I don't know. I just ranted for a second. What do you think? Dissect what I just said.
I mean, I listen to a lot more rap than PJ over here, but I can get down with 80s music like we were listening to yesterday, more funky. And the thing I've realized is the older we get, the more the tones always change. Like right now, I'd say the tone is just more like, what would you say the more popular songs? Like we got Playboy Cardi.
Well, it's a lot of the
more party kind of.
The trap music. Well, first of all, like a lot of modern rappers talk about, like I said, internal struggles instead of like external struggles. Like, and I guess maybe trap music being the exception, where people talk about violence and stuff, which is certainly an external struggle. Like that's the only genre of music that's still pushing. But I don't even think of those as like issues in society, bro. Like if you're gonna talk about gang violence, I feel like you're such a secularized part of the society. Like it is what it is. Yeah, do what you want, bro.
Music,
like, do what you want. I don't care at that point. But those are the Walmart guys. The pajamas with the weed pen in the pocket at Walmart. If we got Costco guys, King Von's a Walmart guy, my boy. But like, no, seriously, like. So modern music, I was watching a video because I actually like music quite a lot. It's jazz beats because modern music is funky. Like pop music is funky. So it's 80s jazz beats played with 90s guitar intros, and then they add snares. Like I was listening. Okay, sorry to any fans of this band out here, the worst, most musical hypocrisy of all time is Imagine Dragons. Thunder might be the musically least worst song I've ever heard in my life. As a guy who listens to a ton of music, I play two instruments, and does all this shit. Like, it's the worst song I've ever heard in my life. Genuinely, go listen to it. It was cool when I was 8. I used to dance and get up with that song. But I listened to it the other day because people were hating about it on like some group chat I was in, or some like it was like a Reddit thread. I was in the dumps, dude.
You need to be dabbling in the Reddit threads.
Yeah, no. If you're dabbling in the Reddit threads, talking about some old Minecraft or some music takes, like you're a little sad. But no, but seriously, it is shockingly bad how bad music got. Like, there's no musical resolve. If I wasn't so afraid of getting copyrighted, I'd play a clip from it. They go from the most annoying bounce thunder, thunder, to fucking a trap snare. They just throw random instruments in there. It's awful. Music sucks now, and I feel like it's because they're trying to appeal to too many people. Like, since Spotify and like popular music got its startup, or like SoundCloud. I think SoundCloud was the last stand we had against Hollywood music, the Hollywoodification of music, where people make mass market music instead of niche music. Like, it was cool when SoundCloud was out, and I wasn't a SoundCloud guy because I'm not in that genre, but guys were listening to music that was really underappreciated because it was so niche, and that was fun. Like, that was the last stand we had against the modern music slop that doesn't try to piss people off. Like, people don't argue about government. They don't argue about external issues. They sprinkle in a little bit of emo, kind of internal struggle. Like, if you listen to most modern pop songs, they've got a little bit of, oh, my life sucks. And then it's a bunch of sex, dude. Like, seriously. Why is it so freaky?
Yeah, that's very true. Also, back to your point, SoundCloud actually, like, when rappers used to be back on SoundCloud, do you ever see how much your music changed? Like, if you have, like, your Playboy Cardi was a SoundCloud rapper. You look at he used to do this old, like, what would you say? Hip, girly kind of voice. Like, it used to just be a lot lighter, and now he raps like he's been busting O Block for the last 5 years.
Oh, well, no, that's the thing. Like, there's so many bands that do that. Like, you can, like, so in in Pantera's music, you can tell when Phil Anselmo went from doing a little bit of cocaine to a lot of cocaine, because he went from having a little bit of grit in his voice to having only a little bit of voice in his grit. Like, if you listen to Cowboys from Hell and then you listen to Floods, you're like, what the fuck? In 6 years, you can tell where a lot of rock and roll singers can get that money and what they're doing with that money, you know? So I feel like that might be the same story of Cardi. Like, you go from a little bit of grit in your voice to only a little bit of voice in your grit.
I'm going to quote a little Easter egg in here for the video, because I feel like we might as well. This one's for Reed Webster. Okay.
Yeah, dog shit music taste, by the way. SD Kid.
No, I think SD Kid is low-key popular because it's just so fun to, like, rage bait with him.
Yeah, no, that's kind of perfect for what we were about to talk about next. Okay, and then I don't know. All right, this was your take, so I'll let you introduce this one.
All right, so me and Peter were talking in the car one time, and we're talking about how I don't know. It's not a bad use of words. The problem is it does ruin conversations. If you've ever had a meaningful conversation after someone used the words I don't know, it's just impossible, because if someone says I don't know, whatever you're about to say next, they're still going to answer with
I don't know. Yeah, like we went from, I think part of the problem is technology, because you can just recontact or Snapchat your boys at any time, which is awesome for so many reasons. But back in the day, like my dad was telling me, you had to call your friend on a landline and then hope he ended up at the marathon at the time you told him to.
Yeah, if like, you didn't show him, you got to pack the bags.
You have to say yes or no in that situation, because you either send your boy to hang out with like a bunch of pedophiles at the marathon, a couple Walmart guys, if you know what I'm missing.
Yeah, I'm chilling with Vaughn.
Yeah, you're chilling with a couple Walmart guys, maybe
Vaughn Epstein. Like, you get the whole crew over there.
Trucker Diet comes in. He's like, hey, how you doing, man? Pulls out just a wad of cash. Yeah, Marlboro, Red. You got American Spirit. Roll of wintergreen Zins. Just unorganized cash on the counter.
Give that boy a chino at that point.
At that point, seriously. But no, like that's what I'm saying. Like back in the day, you had to either be like, yes, I'm free, or no, sorry, tomorrow, dude. Like, so now that we have the choice to say I don't know, it just pisses people off.
Yeah, for real. Like, if you say, I don't know, I mean, there's just no conversation. Because it either ruins the conversation mood because the person that wants to speak, he doesn't even know where to go. Or the person that, and it also makes you feel like the person that you're talking to doesn't even care. Or also, if you don't know, what is there more to talk about if you don't know? That's why I feel like it's easier to say yes or no instead of dragging certain things on.
Yeah, you can. If they say yes, it's like, all right, see you at 6.
Yeah.
And like we said, with that instant communication, you can say no, and then it be a couple minutes later and be like, oh shoot, I can actually. I don't have anything to do. Like that's completely okay. That's way better than just pissing someone off by saying I don't know, in my opinion. Because then you go from no and they're maybe a little disappointed, or they already moved on to the next guy because you're high key a side character, and then like,
the side character epidemic.
This side character epidemic. You can say no, and then they'll get excited when you're like, oh shoot, man, I can. Like I'll see you at 6. You know, so I don't know. Maybe we gotta stop saying I don't know as much. Like it's getting out of hand. Like it seriously seems like 50% of conversations I have end with the words I don't know.
Which it's all right not to know, but sometimes you can say, I know, like I probably not. I don't have any clue or sort of idea. Like there's just no point in just saying I don't know. When you say where you say like
IDK, bro.
Where you say like if you know, do you know about this? And someone says I don't know. That just obviously means no. Or just say no or yes. You can say no, and you can say I'll look into it or something.
If you know the yes or no, like say the yes or no, bro. Like what are you hiding?
But there's things where I don't know can fit perfectly. Like if you're like I'm talking to my parents right now for an answer. I don't know yet if I can come. That is a perfect example of I don't know.
But that's not just saying I don't. IDK and then
yeah, nothing else. IDK is a perfect word in a full sentence, but on its own, it kills conversations.
Yeah, it kills friend groups, conversations. Everything good in life can honestly be killed by the acronym I don't know.
All right, let's talk about this next topic, Pete.
Ooh, we were talking about this a little. We didn't have a resolved conversation on this. We were just talking about this morning because it was kind of funny and interesting.
Talk about Papa Boss up in Dubai.
Yeah, we were talking about my dad going to Dubai. He's a cattle salesman, so he sells cows for his farm and his family of farms. But he went to Dubai for a trade show because they had I mean there's a lot of rich people who want expensive cows there, so that's the place to be if you want to sell literally anything. But, like, why does it feel like Dubai is kind of running the world? Like, it feels like even our friends, like, once again, shout out Reed Webster, Dubai Maxer, by the way.
How's he a Dubai Maxer?
Dude, that guy's moving to Dubai the second he gets up to even $500,000 in net worth.
Him and Murph running the penthouse of poker.
Yeah, the penthouse of poker, more like it. Dude, you can't get a house in Dubai for $500,000. I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, seriously.
I mean, if someone's gonna go to Dubai, I got Reed and Murph locked. Those guys will be able to win some money.
Yeah, dude, they don't even got Hard Rock in Dubai. It's just genuinely like outrageous casinos. It's $1 million chips.
But make sure to keep Brock Allen away from those casinos.
Bro, you're just name dropping to me. All right, it's getting out of hand. Sorry, boys.
Government. We're leaking government information.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was nice knowing you guys. Bye. Have fun dying of natural causes in your sleep.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Anyways, but, like, Dubai has got to be, in my opinion, the pinnacle of goon culture. Like, it is just the most dopamine-fried fucking place. Like, so, we live in nowhere-ass Ohio, right? We were talking about this. We were looking out our window. There's, like, a car driving down the access road to my house. And I was like, dude, imagine going from this to, like, generally, like, rocket ships and, like, a globe with, like, Charlie Kirk's face on it. Okay, I didn't say that. Shout out my boy, though.
Shout out Kirk.
Jesus Christ, they gotta cancel us. But, no, seriously, like, that is dopamine fried. I feel like Dubai is the definition of reels, just like you don't even need your phone to watch reels.
No, I mean, you can walk out your window and you're generally just in the metaverse, bro. Like, I mean, you got Elon Musk to your right, you got Zuckerberg to your left. Like, I mean, you just have all the dopamine hits you can possibly get at the hand of your window.
Dude, I feel like as a society, they probably smoke the least. Number one, because they're so rich. Why would you buy cigarettes if you're that rich? Like,
I mean, those guys definitely have their own forms of drugs. So.
oh, definitely. But like, also, they just don't even need a Nick buzz most of the time. Like, look at their surroundings.
I know. I mean, they have beautiful models usually around there because they go after for the money. They have casinos practically every block. They have technology out the ass, and they have all people that have the same motives as them around them.
Yeah, it is kind of nice. Like, it's if you're so locked in on that like culture of get money, get famous, the shortcuts culture, as I was talking about. I feel like it is nice to surround yourself, and you will be successful, but you have to have a pretty decent amount of money to even start out there.
Yeah, you have to status spy at first.
Yeah, you have to like farm up some like.
What?
I was about to say Aura coins, and then I realized I'm damn near
the Aura
grown
coin
man.
epidemic will be talked about in a
Oh,
soon
yeah.
video.
Yeah, honestly, we have a little bit of time left here at the end. Well, no, we got to talk about the Iowa fraternity hazing.
Alright, so we were watching a video by Moist Critical.
Yeah, Moist Critical video.
And there was a video about a fraternity hazing, and this video is just absolutely diabolical. I mean, this is just check this out on your own, I guess. But
Yeah, look it up. You'll find it because it's all over. Like the videos of people reacting, as well as obviously the original cut, have I'd say a combined 50 million views at least. Like it's all over the place. If you haven't seen it already, like please do because it's just that funny. But dude, it just shows you. Like, that is side character epidemic at the hardest. These people are trying so hard not to piss each other off that they're genuinely going to get arrested. Like, there's a guy at the end. They bring him in for questioning. He just says, like, I don't know. Once again, an I don't know maxer. At its finest, to every question the police give him, gets arrested, falls on the sword for people he doesn't even like. Like, they're either A, side characters to him, or he's a side character to them. I couldn't really tell which way it was going.
I would say he tried taking over. So their fraternity dad, whatever it's called, was in a place called Summit, which they actually like. That guy was generally in the Bunker of Doom. But
yeah, he's in like Alaska. They're like, no, we can't call him. He's
yeah.
in
They
Summit.
generally thought he was on Epstein's Island, and you couldn't retrieve him. But so basically, this guy random. He wasn't even a high level ranking sorority guy or fraternity, I should say. And he started talking about how this was his house and blocking the doorway for the cops to look in the room of these. I'm not even gonna just imagine like 30 shirtless men in a room covered in mysterious substances. That's about the best I'll describe it there.
Yeah, that's as family friendly as it gets, guys.
Yeah, and this guy was over here saying, oh, he was a fraternity guy. He was running the show around here. He's just rage baiting the cops about Summit, and this guy generally. For no reason. This guy could have walked out the front door the moment cops got there. He wasn't even in the scene for the first, 6 minutes?
No, yeah, he could have been gone.
And he spawns in just to rage bait. That's, like, this is outrageous.
It was pretty wild, I can't lie. Like, if that's your personality, if rage baiting is your personality that bad, you gotta figure out some bigger fish to fry.
But in all fairness, if I ever had a fraternity, that guy's welcome straight into my fraternity.
Yeah. No,
this guy was a dog. Like, the fact that he's rage baiting police and just saying random shit, like, that was so funny.
No, that is a valid guy to have in your... Jeez, hiccup of doom. That is a valid guy to have in your fraternity. Like, seriously. So, shout out my boy from Iowa. If you're looking to start up a fraternity, call him up. I don't know. He's probably in prison for...
No, he got released.
Oh, he got released. Damn.
Yeah, they could... He had a few specific lawyers, I guess, let him out.
Oh, some talented lawyers, will say.
Aiden Ross lawyers.
Ben Shapiro. Anyways. Oh, do you want to talk about the Aura coins real quick and then wrap it up for the day?
I say Aura coins are for a different time.
Aura coins are for a different time.
I feel like that's for a topic for you to debate, you know what I mean?
That's fair. Okay. So, what do we have to say to wrap this up?
I will just say a few words, you know. Hey, hit PJ up. Great guy. This is a very good channel. And there will be more of the boys just like us. We'll eventually probably make it on this podcast, right, Pete?
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I enjoyed doing this. I mean, it obviously, it's going to have to be decently successful, but this is just fun for me. And I don't know what the market is for this. Like, I don't know if people are going to enjoy this content. I hope you guys do, because this is a lot of fun to make. So if I could make these often, I'd really enjoy it. So smash like,
Jeez Louise. If you
God, the Minecraft YouTuber's coming out.
you get a mansion and unlimited Wi-Fi if you subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, mansion with unlimited Wi-Fi if you subscribe, I promise. Seriously, but sorry, my computer almost timed out. We got a little afraid for a second there. Mansion with unlimited Wi-Fi if you subscribe. Love you boys. See you guys in the next one.